All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to another little quick snippet with Lansing Made. We're here with the fantastic Pat Gillespie at the Armory, and that's still the official name, correct?
It is.
All right, so Pat Gillespie, introduce yourself. What is your title?
My title is President and CEO of Gillespie Group. It seems kind of boring for what we do, so it seems to be more like when someone says, "What do you do?" the elevator speech.
Right.
I come up with cool ideas and share them with people and say, "Can we implement them?" And I have an incredible team, and they all say either we can do it, we can't do it, or you're nuts. So I come up with cool ideas and try to implement them. I guess is what my role is.
And one of the cool ideas that you came up with is the stadium district, and that's how I basically forced myself on you, is that I saw you poring over these blueprints, you were scratching your head, you were having headaches, and you were dealing with meetings with city council and things of that nature, and I was like, who are you and what are you doing? And I don't know if you remember that day.
I do. I think we were at Tropo, and you were there, and you came up and said, "What the heck are you doing?" And because I had multiple meetings there with city council members and other people trying to plan it. So I remember you came up to the table and said, "Tell me what you are doing." So that was probably 10 years ago now.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago. So, and then you told me what you're doing, and you basically said, I have this parking lot, and I want it to be a cool thing. And I was like, I like you. How can I help? And so, been watching you build. One of the things that I appreciate is that you stay in Lansing. Why do you stay based in Lansing?
Well, that's easy. I grew up right on Foster Street, right here off Michigan Avenue, and went to Resurrection School in Lansing Catholic. So this Michigan Avenue corridor is our stomping grounds where we grew up, and it's, you can't think of a better thing to do than, improve where you lived your whole life and keep making a difference so that it can look different, and so my kids can stay here. So we're not moving, and it's nice to be able to work in your own background or backyard.
I kind of have an idea, even if somebody says you're crazy, that you sometimes probably ask, well, how can we do it anyway? Is this true?
That seems to be the norm. Like, for example, this Armory building, if you were to walk through it 3 years ago, a lot of people did say, you're crazy. I said, this is going to be offices, and this is going to be, really dynamic, and we're going to have collaboration and big open areas. And people looked at me, and in fact, the tenants that are here today will tell you, they looked at me and said, there's no way this will ever be an office space. Nice try. So took a lot of sales and pretty pictures, but by the time we shared the vision, it's become reality, and, it takes a lot of arm turning and selling to show what the vision can be. But once people get on board, that's when it gets fun.
It is fun. I had the fortunate privilege of being here, and I even told Paul, I was like, you're standing where stables were. And he's like, what? I go, horses were kept here. And it hoofed his head.
Yeah, most people don't understand what this was. A lot of the military guys come back, and they know what it was, and they walk around and they just go, do you know what this was? This is where we kept munitions, or this is where we slept, or this is where we did training, or this is where we had our big officers club parties. So when they see it like this, being repurposed and brought back to life, it's pretty dynamic to see it through their eyes.
Without giving away too much, could people kind of walk through if they wanted to come down and see? Or?
Oh yeah, we welcome people to come through the Armory anytime. Come to right to our office, Suite 100, and we'll give you a nickel tour, a dime tour, whatever you want. We love showing off our products.
And it's great stuff. All right, let's talk about something else. You are developing a couple of things where one is probably finished right there on Michigan Avenue.